We're going to go ahead and do a message for twin flames, a collective reading just for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine. We have a lot of powerful astrology kicking off as Jupiter is getting ready to shift direct. This is really good for shifting your fortune and luck. It's going to be a really good energy as we're shifting into 2024. 2024 is all about Sirius. It reaches its highest point in the sky just as the clock hits midnight. This is what we're always actually celebrating. We also have Orion and the Pleiades bringing a lot of energy for the new year too. So we have a lot of galactic energies that come at us. I always think of the clock when I think of New Year's as a symbol for it. The clock represents divine timing. This is just letting you know that everything in your life is going according to plan. There are certain things that had to play out in your life to get you where you need to be as well too. So we have those kind of themes playing out around fate and destiny a little bit extra. This is a good time to be cleansing your home, throwing away old stuff, and doing a really good energy clearing of your car, your home, and of course your actual energy. It's a great time to be doing chakra clearing work. So let's just start with a reading for the divine feminine. We're going to talk about union. There's a lot of stuff I see coming up. A lot of stuff can come up with twin flame. They're going to trigger things. You're going to notice that the things playing out with your twin flame are actually thoughts you were having first, deeply rooted and ingrained beliefs and things like that. This is why your twin flame, I always say, is your ascension partner or your ascension buddy, so that you can do the inner work and be more mindful of your thoughts and of course the things that you're saying. We're in a huge space for manifestation as we're getting ready to go into 2024 too. This is all about putting your intentions out for the year ahead. So it's a ton of manifesting energies. We're going to go ahead and use the deck of cards that I have made. Loving them too, right? I've made a deck of cards too. So I'll be using my own tarot deck that I've made specifically for twin flames. It is kind of like a separation deck, but it's for manifesting union, this deck that I've made too. So we'll use this deck in the mix. And we'll start with the divine feminine. And there's going to be so many layers of healing. You don't just heal in one shot, right? It's going to be so much like healing that comes up and surfaces within life, within these situations as well too. I see a lot of people that are needing healing for their love life specifically, as a lot of times deep-rooted patterns can affect your love life and things like that. So we see a lot of relationship healing this year that will carry on through 2024. I always say if you're in a twin flame situation, do a reading. So I'm going to tell you a little bit. When you do a reading, I'm going to give you recommendations. I'm probably going to give you healing recommendations or things to do. It's up to you to do that work too. And, you know, you're going to need to do some energy work to shift. Some of these deeply rooted blocks are energy blocks. So it's really beneficial for you to do, I say start with a twin flame reading, a relationship reading, but do some type of energy work. It's going to help a ton. I see a lot of people not doing that deeper work and getting the same results, whether with their twin flame or other situations in their life, with these deeper patterns. New Year's Eve is also about working on things that you need to heal and let go of, right? It's like purging out all of the toxic things that you need to change or work on within yourself, whether this is bad habits, things that you need to heal. They come up a little bit extra during this time. Make sure you're doing tons of energy clearing. You should be doing regular chakra clearings and things like that, clearing the blocks, kind of healings, activation work. And of course I do twin flame coaching. So if you're in separation and you're trying to work out of it, I'll work with you specifically to get to union. It isn't an overnight process. This is why it's very important that you probably are working with someone that can pay attention to your roadblocks, your deeper beliefs, things that are getting in the way. And I always say, if you're in separation, this is manifesting issues as well too, right? Because we're manifesting our reality as we go. So if in a separation, do the twin flame coaching. It's going to help you get to the results that you want. Okay, so you guys can just book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. You're always kind of needing that deeper work. Your doubt, fear, and worry is blocking union. Exactly what I'm talking about, where it is your own beliefs and things that are coming up and your own fears that are getting in the way. You think it, they play it. Your twin flame plays it out. So the more that you're in these states of fear, you're more like it's going to go off with your twin flame. It's not meant to. You're meant to shift into a beautiful, harmonious union, and it's supposed to be amazing. But a lot of people are already having a lot of challenges that they've brought into these connections. The challenges don't just go away. In fact, with twin flame, they're going to get even more intense. So you could be bringing what happened in past relationships into things, inner child things, or just even the negative mindset and the negative beliefs. This is important that you're doing the deeper healing work. And really, when I talk about union, you're going to reach that in the inner first, where your thoughts are in alignment with union. And if they're not, the outer is not going to be either with your twin flame. So it's important that you're reaching that inner alignment as well too. And you're most certainly meant to. And I'm just going to tell you what I told someone doing a reading yesterday. Most of the planet is asleep. A lot of them have no idea, right, about spiritual awakening, let alone the twin flame journey. So keep this in mind, because someone was telling me they were like reading a lot of negative stuff online or whatever it is. Don't take more negative beliefs into your subconscious. I think it's very important that you're also working with people that have also mastered the process of twin flame and can help you through that journey too. Because sometimes when you're on the twin flame journey, it's looking a little bit different. So don't fall into the negative side of it. Make sure that you are focused on manifesting union if you're in a separation, if in union, healing things to come into a smoother union. I am telepathically connecting with you all of the time. This is how you can tell where you're twin flame, because you're oftentimes through your thoughts, you're connecting. Where you think about energy goes. This is, someone was talking about quantum entanglement. I talk about that a lot. You focus on something, there's an energy exchange happening. Oftentimes twin flames are thinking about each other all of the time. Oftentimes there's like, you're really focused on this person and they're just as focused on you as well too. You guys are able to connect telepathically. You can do this with other people, because I'm very telepathic in some of my own gifts. When you're ascending into the 5D, you will become so, but on a different level with your twin flame, where you have twin flame telepathy, which is separate to each other. So we have these masculine, feminine, sometimes other dynamics, but generally it's meant to go like that with the soul, right? And so you guys have this telepathic connection where the stronger it gets, the more that you're in union, things begin to activate. You begin to be able to read each other's thoughts, minds, feelings, energies. You are able to also send energy across long distances. You could be across the planet and telepathically linked up. You're going to start to have conversations with your twin flame in your head, or to be able to send each other downloads or information. Twin flames have a special type of telepathy that only works with each other as well too. Basically, you're able to interface each other when you get to these higher levels, where you're able to be apart and connect and have entire conversations with this person. Higher forces are trying to guide us together. This is important too, because sometimes when we look at the layout of your life and what things are happening, you might not like it all, but it's designed to bring you together with this person. Some of the things that you may be experiencing around this connection, you might feel like you're put under pressure, tests, trials, all sorts of things that we go through on Earth. But when your twin flame is around, this is meant to bring you closer together no matter what is coming up or going on. Oftentimes their strengths are your weaknesses, and they might have mastered certain things that maybe you're not very good at. And it's like that with twin flames. You each kind of hold that, I don't want to say separate, but separate piece of the same puzzle. And so like they might be really good in an area you're struggling in, and vice versa. And this is to help you guys through the process too. I need more time to process my feelings. A lot of emotions come up around this connection. You're going to have a lot of healing continue to surface. You could have been in union 20 years and you're going to continue through the soul work, right? And so a lot of people think it's like this level of awakening or union, the work doesn't stop. And this is why it's very important that you are taking care of your energy, doing regular clearings, doing meditation work, we're really going deep within. So in this lifetime, you've taken on this, I say, role, that you've become this person, and you have different lessons and experiences in every lifetime. Now these lessons and experiences are connected with healing your family line. You've taken on certain DNA, and you've done this before, but in every lifetime you have a different kind of family story and healing journey that you're doing in certain soul lessons. So a lot of this is about cleansing yourself and your bloodline. Make sure you're taking care of your energy and doing more energy clearing work. It will help you, especially as we're ready to go into the new year. So when we need to clear our energy or the energy in our home, we might feel tired. Like when you cleanse and clear the energy of your home, keep your energy clear, you're going to have a lot more energy. I said money almost. You're going to have more money, energy, feeling better, right? In these higher vibratory states. So we're empathic beings. We're like sponges. We're always picking up the energy from our environments, peopling, and things like that. you'll be able to tell because you'll feel a little bit weighed down. Now, when you need to clear your energy, your intuition isn't going to be as strong too. So if you're keeping your energy more clear, you're going to have your intuition more strong too and tapping in better. This separation is because you started to treat me like a karmic partner. And this is important too, because sometimes we are looking at things through an old perspective. This is one of the bigger relationship things I see. Someone just told me yesterday that their ex had done something and then their twin flame had. That's not an issue with your twin flame. This is an issue with needing to go and heal that deeper so that it's not repeating into your, I say blending and bleeding into, merging into your twin flame experience. So this is why it's important that you have healed your karmic baggage, because if you hadn't, you're still going to have to resolve it. A lot of people think, again, that you come in together with your twin flame, and if you have a lot of karmic baggage that you need to resolve, you'll just have to work that out with your twin flame. And karmic energies are horrible to do with twin flame stuff, right? It's awful. It just doesn't go with the higher. And if in separation, you're just not in these 5D frequencies, and that's why it's so painful, because you're probably gotten a glimpse of it, like you met your twin flame and it felt so 5D good and amazing. Separation, you know, you've fallen off your frequency in some type of way, so it doesn't feel very good, and sometimes that's what it's all about too. And so it's all about clearing the karmic baggage. This could be bringing old narrative stories or actual karmic debt and baggage into your twin flame situation, which really isn't good. And I see this be very common, that if you have things to karmically heal or work out, they come up in the twin flame situation and they block the energies, like throw it off or mess it up in some type of way. So this is divine feminine also needing to be mindful of karmic patterns, programs, and your karmic past, so that you're not repeating it, recycling it, or bringing it into your twin flame situation. This could be how you're seeing things and how you're seeing your twin flame too. This whole journey was for us to find our way back to each other, what we do in these lifetimes now. And then I get to work with a lot of people, so they tell me what's going on with them. And one of the common things is in separations or after separation, you guys might be afraid union won't happen, but this isn't like past lifetimes where that may have very much occurred in past lifetimes because of the ascension, because of the spiritual awakening, because of the energies rising. It's waking us up and changing things. You came to earth with your twin flame. In fact, you share the same blueprint, and this is like your blueprint it's ingrained in your DNA, but also your life experiences. You guys sat on the other side and you mapped out certain things. You made a plan. The separation was planned, the reunions, the unions, how things will go. And this is important too, because you're most certainly meant to come into union in this lifetime. You have triggered such intense emotions in me. That was already there with the healing. So if you have a lot of healing that you haven't done, whatever emotions, feelings, pain has come to the surface, this was already there. Oftentimes you guys were in union already, or like around each other to meet, right, when you met, but the healing crisis comes up, putting people in separation. This means that you need to heal more, and that you can't be with your twin flame in these painful spaces. And then unfortunately separation triggers so much. I was telling someone it can trigger everything from your past all at once. It's like everything gets hit energetically, but also in your Akashic, and you'll know because of the memories that come up. Oftentimes you have like sleep issues, nightmares, you know, your stomach is upset, you're sick, you can't eat for a long time. You can go through all sorts of, like, some people get headaches and heart pain and all sorts of things within the chakras and the energy body. These states are not meant to happen. If in separation, like I say, you need to really work your way out of it. Make sure you guys are finding me. I didn't feel good enough for you, and I knew I had more work to do. And it's like your twin flame can trigger self-esteem issues you didn't even know you had, like how you're seeing them. Oftentimes when you meet, you project all your best parts onto them and things like that. They're in those great moments, and then also the painful areas come up and things like that. Once again, solar plexus work. Okay, so we have a lot of interesting cards. We have past relationship wounds are coming up. These are connected with inner child wounds and needing to go back and to see things in the higher. And this is your past relationships, ex-partner that may have not treated you well. You may have attracted narcissistic types. If you were way in your masculine energy, this is the I don't need anyone, I can do everything on my own, or too dependent and too clingy to someone else in the past. This is either codependent, either you're too in that I don't need anyone independent masculine energy, or 2 in the toxic feminine clingy codependent energy. You probably attracted in the past, maybe I don't like using that word, maybe more narcissistic types or toxic types, or even had relationships that you really put your all in, but they didn't work out because you didn't really know you had a twin flame at the time, and this is why things weren't working out. So we have this wounded energy around past relationships, and this is like karmic partner card, right? And it's like ways that you've been tested, but ways that you need to heal those energies, because we're talking about you can't bring this old stuff into the twin flame situation because it's changed how you're seeing things, your narratives, your belief system. So you need to kind of go back, especially for those in separation, need to go back into that and let go of some of these things because they might be blocking the new connection. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff has come out in this. Okay, we talk about the runner chaser things. I feel that all twin flames are going to do separations across many lifetimes. Hell, we go to Earth and we separate, right? So they're not going to be with this person all of the time because we have this greater spiritual journey that we're doing. And I see a lot of people may have gone into the separation and done a lot of chasing the other person and running the runner chaser thing, which actually pushes the person away. Oftentimes it comes with saying a lot of mean, hurtful things from all of the people that show me their experiences. It comes with a lot of things that are said, making it worse, pushing this person away even more, and making the separation worse. The separation is needed so that you can heal certain things, and I think you can see that from a spiritual, mature kind of view, that certain issues have come up in these separations, whether you guys need to balance your own energies on your own to deal with your own wounds, hurts, heartbreak, and things on your own. And so there's a lot that you guys will process together in union as twin flames, but there's also things that you're not going to ever tell your twin flame probably that you need to process internally by yourself. Oftentimes, like I said, you can tell by the memories, feelings, and things that are surfacing. All of these past energies come up. Your twin flame has shown you your shadow self. They've shown you what to heal, your flaws. They've shown you the painful areas, the ways that you're not taking care of yourself, the ways that you've been using relationships to cover up this pain and things like that. And then I can kind of tell, like, if you're in a separation and you're in this very wounded, painful energy, this is not good. And you shouldn't feel like that by yourself. But when your twin flame comes together in this beautiful state, even temporary, and then goes, oftentimes you're left with a lot of this, I describe it as like painful stuff that you have to deal with. The thing is that you need to feel good on your own before you can come back into union oftentimes. And this is the painful part, because a lot of you guys don't trust that you're coming back into union. You guys think the separations are final. They're never meant to be, but this is where kind of getting the help that you probably need and doing that deeper work to come into union comes in. So pay attention to what your twin flame has triggered. They've shown you that you need to do more work for those of you guys that are in separation, and that you need to surrender to this process. The ones that don't want help, and I was saying this, like, your ego may fight this, signs that you have your own attachments going on. If you don't want help or assistance, or you think you're doing fine on your own and you're getting nowhere, surrender to this connection, surrender to your twin flame, surrender to the spiritual. This is letting go of like thinking you know everything on an ego level too. So your ego has ruined things too. For those in separation, you're like, that shadow self was your ego, right? And it come out, let's say, right? And you got to see it. So you've seen some ego blocks that have been shown, right? And it's just part of the process. So in order to heal these ego wounds and blocks, crown chakra work, opening up to the spiritual, surrendering to the spiritual into this process, you're not going to have a choice for those. I'll tell people this, like, they're in the separation and they keep going. And then when they don't get the results, they come back later anyway. And I'm like, skip that part. Just get the help. Okay. But a lot of times your ego will keep going because you think you can do everything your way. But with twin flame, it's a different kind of process. You're going to have to, I found you have to work this process on some type of level too. So this is like ego stuff has come up. When it came up for you, it probably came up for your twin flame, and you probably saw nasty ego stuff on their end too at the same time, because they mirror you. So when you hit that ego space right at separation or right before, you've probably seen a lot of that with each other, we'll say too. That's okay. This is getting clear on what you want too. This is what I tell people. You guys are meant to manifest anything that you want on some type of level. Get clear with it. All right. And know that you not doing the healing work is what is slowing down. If you're in separation, it's slowing down the process. You're also keeping your twin flame stuck and in pain. A lot of people don't see that side of it, and that they're feeling all of your emotions and things like that. And if there's not a lot of communication, or you feel they're staying away from you, this is why. It's your energies triggering them in a painful way. So when you heal, they'll come back to you like magic. So healing more for those in separation. You might feel like you messed up. You didn't. Everything's gone as it should. We talked about that with that New Year's Eve theme coming up, that everything is played out as it should for the healing. Sacral healing. This connection might be, or your love life might be affecting your finances. And this can happen too. Love blocks become financial blocks and things like that. So sacral healing. There's a lot of energy that has allowed you to reflect and get clarity on this connection too. But this is moving on and starting over with your twin flame. This is what we want to do, right? We don't want to stay stuck in it too. For those that are having a lot of communication and not fully in union, we want to shift these flames into union for 2024. Or, you know, make some progress with this, right? For those in union, taking that to the next level. Okay, so we have the Strength card. This is like confidence again, so it's solar plexus, but it's also balancing out your emotions. This person has triggered all of your fears, doubts, and anxiety, and then it probably manifests into the outer, throwing the connection off. You've been shown these things, so you can kind of do the inner work. It takes a ton of inner work of paying attention to your thoughts. You think it, it manifests. Even with your twin flame, you have more power than you know in this connection. So that we have something upside down with your divine masculine. This is a feminine reading. We have the Emperor, but it's in reverse. And this is, maybe you feel this energy of abandonment. It could be separation or being let down, or this could even be a controlling energy where you trying to control this person or the connection, or wanting everything your way, as I say, right? Or possibly this might have been reflected back to you in the masculine, if you feel your masculine was like this with you too. So we have this energy of things are backwards with your divine masculine. This could represent being out of alignment or not fully in union or something going on. But we have a really good card of the World. We're closing out karmic cycles that have already played out. And so some of you guys have had a karmic cycle, as we talked about, play out in your twin flame situation as some negative dramatic narrative or something you needed to face, something you needed to acknowledge. Because twin flame is interesting. They also carry karma from past lifetimes with each other. You guys may reenact past lifetimes or bring past baggage into this, and you're not meant to. Twin flame is meant to help you to clear your baggage on some level, but we have this ending of a karmic cycle. This is also a travel card with Jupiter shifting direct. Some of you guys are going to want to travel or really pay attention to your dreams and daydreams right now. Okay, so we have the King of Swords reversed. This is not the best card either. And once again, this is something that has happened with your divine masculine. This could be arguments, things said. Maybe you've lost control of this situation yourself, or felt this person was acting controlling on their end. And once again, you have some interesting cards for the masculine. It's indicating that there's a stressful energy that's come up with the masculine too, because this is 10 of Wands, and this is, they're overloaded. They're stressed out from this. They've been carrying a lot of load and karmic load for it, and they're trying to work on their own karmic baggage and cycle, and you've been triggering them too on their end, and they're getting super stressed out on some type of way. So there is this stressful energy too, where they feel like they're carrying a lot of this on their shoulders as well too, karmically. Important that you're seeing both sides. But we have some good cards with the Hermit, but it's in reverse. This is coming out of it. You've been withdrawing too much. You've been in this empath, isolate, push everyone away. I don't need anyone kind of energy, as we discussed. This is getting back into the world. You should be feeling lonely, right? Spiritual awakening does that. You've been in a cycle by yourself, pulled back to heal. Separation energy, just kind of isolating and not feeling like doing anything with your friends and family because you feel like you've outgrown things. This is coming out of that. This is coming out of those separation and healing energies. You're doing the work. And this is 10 of Cups. It's all about reunion. We want to have that beautiful reunion, union energy coming at us as we're moving into 2024. We don't want to stay in these same karmic cycles that have been playing out. This is spiritual union. It's a card of abundance, family, marriage, that happily ever after that you know exists here on earth, and that kind of fairy tale energy that you're meant to be creating with your twin flame. You're in charge of the narrative and the story more than you think. So this is also healing your heart so that you can step into that Cups energy too for the divine feminine. So we have a lot of a story of pain that's occurred in this pain through karmic cycles in your twin flame union, a separation that's happened. It's been very painful, a lot of purging out, really digging deep into your healing so you can shift your situation. For those in union, it's going to be a great year for you. I describe union as full-time living together. And some people are like, oh, but we're dating casually, we see each other. No, full-time living each other, live with each other, like always around each other. So a lot of people are teetering on that, right? They come over once in a while, they date, you know what I mean? Full union. And twin flames are important for the collective consciousness of the planet. It can be a lot to bring it together. If you're not in that state, look at your own fears and why you're not in that state of union, because it's all up to you more than you know, as we're talking about. So this is about coming into full union. Your twin flame will mirror your own beliefs on that subject in union, as we know. And this is important too. So if you have like, oh, I don't know, I like my independence, right? Things to think about, right? Okay, so we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. Oh yeah, and I'm doing Jupiter direct activations today. I have a bunch of stuff up for today and tomorrow, I know, over the next couple of days. It's a great time to get activated today, or healing sessions. You guys know where to find me on my website. I think you guys should be doing a lot more energy work too. It'll help you no matter what your situation. Okay, so Divine Masculine. My soul was made with yours at the beginning of time. This is important too, because you guys are going to be on that core frequency. Despite all of your experiences, there's a reason that you vibe. There's a reason you're drawn to each other, attracted to each other, met each other in the perfect divine timing. You were meant to meet this person, and you have such a bigger destiny that is shared in coming together and just merging together on a soul level. When you find each other again, you begin to exchange energy and information rapidly. It's a huge transformation that happens as you've had different earth experiences, and you begin to get activated and encoded too. So this is important too. Some twin flames may be just split off from a closed soul. This is almost like a closed soulmate, but most twin flames actually share a consciousness and a soul, and this is part of the connection too. So when you're healing yourself, you are healing your twin flame as you do share that, and this is powerful too. I believe this is how souls were made, divine feminine, divine masculine, so that you could achieve balance as well too. And it's powerful when you're able to come together. I feel bad about how things went. I wish I could turn the clock back and do things differently. So we have these clock messages, divine timing. Maybe something was, the masculine is sitting around thinking they wish things had gone differently, or divine timing didn't play out. Things have gone out as they should. Things are going to shift too. With that clock is striking midnight, it's going to shift things in a destiny and fated kind of way for you. All that serious energy. I think it's interesting that that's Sirius is what we start our new year off to, right? And some of these galactic alignments. So we have a lot of galactic alignments that are playing out. Letting go of the energy of the past and things that you're feeling bad about around the connection, masculine. My ego got too triggered and got in the way. And this is so that you can heal and release these triggers, not to stay stuck on how things happen. So this could have been, this person might have triggered you. That's because you guys share the same core fears and wounds. And so when your twin flame's saying something or bringing up a fear, it probably really triggers you as well too on a deep level. This is crown chakra work for you too. No, this is part of your spiritual awakening and your spiritual path, and it's meant to make you a better person. Things have played out as they should. I'm clearing my karmic past and healing from the past karmic relationships I've been through. Be patient. Some of the past relationships I was in have hurt me deeply and have left me very wounded. And this is masculine. If you've been, maybe you weren't with anyone when you met this person, or maybe you haven't fully opened up to this connection due to your own past relationships, but you have a deep desire for love as well too. This is healing past relationship wounds, because your twin flame comes along and triggers all of these once again, and it can be painful. Once you move through that, you're going to move into that state of union, and it's going to be beautiful though. This person is here to help you to heal and to let go of any past relationship wounds, not to keep, let's say, triggering them. I want to have children with you, and this could be masculine desires to have children, and this is important too. And you feel that influence around twin flames a little bit extra, where you guys have a lot of spirit energy around you. You have a lot of spirit guide energy around you. And, in past lifetimes, you most certainly would have had children, or you have ancestors around you that are dying to come back to Earth, right? And it depends on how things will play out. But there is that desire as well, too. It could be maybe the masculine always wanted children, or they didn't want children and they see you, and that's coming up as a theme. But this can be connected with healing your own inner child, healing family line issues or family wounds. I need to do some soul searching on my own. And this is what happens in these separations. So it doesn't have to be a separation energy, but masculine is, becoming very spiritually aware and connecting with themselves and being guided to do some soul searching. And I think you get a lot of clarity no matter what your situation. We're getting more and more clarity as to what to manifest. A few years ago, we didn't know about manifesting. Now we're getting more intentional. And this is important too, because you guys are manifesting all the time. You've manifested your entire twin flame situation, but the game changer is to become more awake, aware, and intentional. And this is where you can change reality and manifest what you want. I'll wait for you. There's no one else. And this could be, masculine knows that they want you. They know you're the one on some level. They only want you. They're waiting for you. It could be that if you're in separation, they're waiting for you to heal and to get it together. Or, if there's some type of distance or barriers or you're not fully in union, they want to be. I still have karmic situations that I need to clear on my end. I'm doing the work to get to you. And so we all have our own karmic baggage. That's not going to stop, I said, right? But also we've accumulated a lot of it. So let me talk about intergenerational karma is passed down the family line. And I don't think your parents were awake or your grandparents. So you had a lot of collective karma passed down your family line. It's like a snowball. It gets bigger every generation. So if your parents weren't doing the work, right, it got bigger. And you might have accumulated a lot of karmic debt that was stored in your DNA, and you agreed to take this on. And so by the time us starseeds came to Earth, you had a high level of karma that you took on just from your family line alone. And of course, we go out and sometimes accumulate others' karma. We brought our own past life karma. But this is connected with your family line. Masculine is aware of this stuff, and they're trying to clear energies, whether this is clearing past relationship karma, clearing family line karma, or negative situations. Karma is simply negative energy manifest in your life. So if you had a relationship with a lot of negative energy, you'll find your next relationship probably has some negative energy that plays back to you. And so this is where energy clearing comes in. If you guys start clearing your energy, you won't be experiencing karma in the same way or at all again, right? So oftentimes when you're not clearing your energy, we're accumulating karma. This is about clearing the karma. Clearing your energy will help a ton with clearing this stuff. I just wasn't awake enough for our connection yet. You're waking me up. I say this is what happens through the twin flame connection, where you guys wake up more. You could have been awake 10 years and you go into a twin flame situation. It's going to take you to that next level of awakening. It's making you lucid, aware, right? Waking you up. And so your twin flame is also here to awaken you on some type of level, especially in the separations. They're showing you areas where you need to awaken more. Okay, so we have this energy of, you're being guided to shift how you've been living your life. And then this is where that lonely energy can come in. So we have a lot of the 3D, we'll be out partying and drinking and doing the old for New Year's Eve. But we're being guided to break these toxic patterns. I was talking about addiction and the family lines and lifestyle choices. And you're being guided to just get healthier on every level. Sometimes that's what healing is making better choices. So we have this past energy where a lot of your friends, family, the people you know are still in this 3D energy, but you're going somewhere where maybe none of these people have been yet. You're a way shower, you're awake. You're being guided to break some toxic patterns right now. And this is important too to your union. Okay, so this is a fated connection. I don't know who needs to hear this. This is your twin flame. This is meant to be. This is a fated destined connection, but things might play out. And as soon as you guys hit these separations, it probably makes you question that a ton. But you were meant to meet this person. Everything is going as it should. You may see your divine feminine, because this is a reading for the divine masculine, as throat chakra open. They might be mouthy, right? They might say it, right? You might be a little bit more like, okay, but they have a lot of clarity, right? They're revealing things about themselves, about you. This is the card of truth, opening your throat chakra, connecting with your throat chakra. So your twin flame might have a fierce kind of energy. They're helping you to clear through certain things, because this is the sword card of cutting cords and letting go of things, especially attachments. Now, we all have earthly attachments and things like that. It could be all different things that come up in our life, but your twin flame is here to help you with your clearing work too. Know you're meant to be coming into union. It's message of the day. We're talking union. This is literal sacred marriage. It's coming together. The one, right? All of these things. You probably put a lot of, things that you wanted to do in your life with this person. However, We have a lot of broken heart energy. You may have already had your heart broken before meeting this person, or you may be dealing with heartbreak. This can be, it's kind of past relationship energy, but it could be death, hurt, grief, betrayals, right? Different things that have happened in this lifetime long before you probably met your twin flame, or you may be still experiencing this, or your twin flame separation or twin flame may have come along and triggered all of that again, and it could be very painful. So this is, that's healing ways that you feel broken or shattered and wanting to heal this twin flame connection. We have this masculine being guided to do whatever you need to do to heal this twin flame connection. And when you do that, when you're in union, in alignment with your divine feminine, it will heal your heart in a really powerful way too. So we have this healing your heart through healing this connection. Masculines dealing with their own kind of low self-esteem and ways that you guys have been detaching to process your emotions. Could be detaching from the old, the matrix, or needing time alone and needing space, needing time to clear your energy. I was saying masculine energy deals with emotions differently. Oftentimes when they're triggered emotionally, they pull back or need a little bit of space, and that's okay. Expect some communication. This is social media. Your twin flame is on your social media, right? But you could be looking at theirs, but expect some type of communication. This could be, if there's lack of communication, I always tell people, open up communication first. When there's no communication, you guys are doing awful. So when there's more communication, you guys are working towards union. No communication, you're definitely in that separation energy and needing to heal it. This is something shifting. This could be a text message, a phone call. Maybe you're being guided to reach out too. If there's lack of communication, they could be waiting for it. Okay, so we have this also Queen of Wands, where your divine feminine might be very high energy or very fired up or passionate about certain things. And this is like getting things done. But also this is, I always say, it's the gossip card. Watch out for gossip. I've had so many people try to do that. Like they don't even, they think they know you, right? They don't know you and they're trying to like give you advice, but oftentimes it's not good for you too. Watch out for gossip. Don't ever, try not to talk badly about your twin flame, as they feel that energetically, right? We're becoming more psychic and sensitive and things like that. So this is about your divine feminine. Be careful about how you're talking about your divine feminine. So we have the Justice in reverse. This is karmic justice too, and things like that. Are you in victim mindset or narrative? This is karma coming up for clearing. These energies are pushing up the karmic baggage, and it's going to come up one way or another. This could be a karmic cycle that you're waiting on because it's not quite wrapped up. And we have those messages of karma coming up. Could be karma you're playing out. Many of you have karmic contracts. Some of you guys are parenting children, have contracts with other lovers and things like that. These are karmic contracts, right? It could be contracts with your family still playing out. Any type of karmic contracts. You still have some open probably, but you're getting ready to close them out. You're wrapping them up within these higher frequency energies. You might know what you need to do to release certain things, or they might be coming up for healing a little extra. We have this Knight of Swords energy. You might feel kind of out of control with this and things like that. And this is like not taking action. You might be kind of in limbo, I say, or things might not be moving forward, and that's okay. Just kind of know that too, because the Knight of Swords, when it's upright, is like charging in energy, making things happen. You might feel a little stuck right now, or we're in this weird space going into the new year where everything's at a standstill. And in January, as soon as we move into January, things are going to move very fast the first week of January. So this could be from the holidays. All right, and then we have the Six of Wands, and this is kind of reversed, but this is also needing to follow your inner guidance and your confidence. You've been following the crowd too long, and if you look at your friends and family, they mean well, but they're probably on a different path than you. So this is turning that energy within and really trusting your own inner guidance, masculine. You need to get more confidence in your intuition, your dreams, your insights, what you want to do, right? So if you're constantly people pleasing and doing what these people over here want to do, friends, family, lover, it's important that you are stepping into this awakened divine masculine that has a deep knowing of the path and what to be doing. So trust your intuition. This is, your twin flame has cleared out your solar plexus a ton. This could have been purging that you had to do, so stomach issues, letting go of things. So you've gotten more clear since you met this person. Trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. Okay, so we have the sun. We have a lot of reverse energy. The sun in reverse. This is, I say it's seasonal depression, and it's like unable to see things. Don't get stuck in negative thoughts. This is like getting stuck in the negativity of it. This is what people do. Don't get stuck in the negativity of it. We're in the darker aspects of ourselves and the darker aspects of the year, but it's not that bad. You're noticing each year we're getting better as we move through this, right? And that's okay. And so this could be a little bit of like, if you've let negativity creep into your mind, or you're seeing things in a negative way, whether from your twin flame or from other people, it's okay. Let that go right now. Try to stay very positive about the situation, because this is going to move things forward. This is the Chariot card. It's also associated with water. And this is a very positive card about moving things forward very fast, where if you feel stuck right now or just slow and blocked because of the holidays, and next week things are going to move very fast for you. So this is like all those obstacles you're feeling this year or now. You felt a lot of blocks and obstacles come up. It could be to your twin flame. This is a twin flame reading. You might feel like you really wanted to do things, and you guys both might be experiencing the same set of limitations or blocks around the connection too. This is things unblocking suddenly, and like this is getting what you want, getting motivated and things moving forward very fast. Like you might have felt 2023 had a lot of healing blocks to clear energy. Things are about to shift, things are about to move and move forward fast. And I love that, because we're going into this new year energy and it's going to shift, destine things around. And that's your twin flame connection for a lot of you guys. It's probably, you know, a lot of what you want in life and desire, hopefully at this point. And things are going to move forward rapidly because you're deciding, you're choosing, you're wanting it as well too. So expect these energies to reverse and suddenly start to move. We've had a lot of retrograde energies. We've had Chiron retrograde, not anymore. Jupiter retrograde, not anymore. Mercury still retrograde, but about to shift out. And with all of these planets retrograde, nothing moves. We're like in this introspective, go within, stuck energy. When these planets are shifting direct, suddenly things start to move forward a lot too. 2024 is going to be really good for your love life and your finances too. Things are going to really change and shift and start to flow where they were stuck for, oh my God, I don't even know how long, since like May, right? They've been stuck half the year and they're doing good, but they're not flowing as they should. And 2024 is going to be a year all about energy flow too. It's going to really, really help. All right, I'm going on that note anyways, but have a good day. Good day to catch me for healings, activations, readings, you know, everything like that. I also teach Reiki and Sikkim on my website. I'm always trying to get you guys to take those kind of classes. Check out my website. Just book me on there, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com.